Okay, hello everybody and welcome back. It's been a while since I've done a video, but that's because I've been a bit lazy and tired. But I'm a bit better now, so yeah, I'm going to try and get back into the groove of doing daily videos again and see how that goes. But today I'm going to be doing a deck guide, as I try to do on a Monday, and I'm going to be doing a deck guide on Mono Decay, because it's the deck of the moment. It's beating everything, which is really annoying. And people said that Mono Decay would be bad after Puppet Soldier and Nutrition got nerfed. I said no, and then yes, I've been proved right, because this is horrible. It really is. Owns everything. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to start off with most powerful combination in the game. That is Watcher and Necrogeddon. We have 3 of each in this deck. That's Watcher. It's a new scroll. It costs 2, is a 0/4, nice little structure. When a unit adjacent to Watcher is destroyed by non-combat damage or death effects, Watcher deals 3 damage to a random opponent idol. And then Necrogeddon costs 6, destroy all creatures you control. Creatures destroyed this way are replaced by undead husks at countdown 0. So, the plan is we surround Watcher with lots of creatures, play Necrogeddon. So not only do we get all the undead husks which we're about to attack, but we do 18 damage to the opponent's idol. That is if it's surrounded properly. So yeah, this does a lot of work. I must say, it's one hell of a lot of games. It's pretty much the reason why Decay is being so successful, and it is very, very strong. Now I'm going to have a bit of detail here about non-combat damage or death effects. So non-combat damage will be things like burn, spark, thunder surge, quake, just damage like that. But death effects are different, so stuff like Lore Darkling, that won't work for some reason. Yeah, so things like Lore Darkling, Return to Nature, that won't set it off either. I think it's just 2 of them, I think. But things like Necrogeddon do work. Grizzly Graft will set it off, I think. Not so sure about that one actually. But yeah, Necrogeddon does, and that's the key part. So we can do lots of damage with Watcher. There's quite a lot of creatures in this deck. I think there are 10, which is what, 60% of the deck. So yeah, we have lots of creatures. Watcher, powerful stuff, and yeah, stuff. Running out of things to say. Yeah, Watcher is incredibly strong. Has got a picture for Harvester, a dead Harvester, but it's very good. And Necrogeddon, as we know from previous builds, is very, very strong. Especially a combination with Rat King, but that's not in this deck because it's strictly Mono Decay-ish. There it is. So yeah, that's sort of the win condition. I should probably just tell you a bit more actually. Watcher, I don't usually like to play it early on in the game. I usually sack it. Some people do like to play it early on, so don't really think there's too much of a bad time to play it. Necrogeddon, you've got to be careful as well. Seems like there's lots of decay about, so when you play Necrogeddon, your opponent's harvesters can go off, so be careful there. And try to get it next to a Watcher if you can, so you've got to try and be careful there. So yes, I am nattering on a bit too much. Let's move on to our removal stuff. Okay, so as you can see, I have quite a lot of removal. 14 scrolls, in fact. And one of them stands out as being a bit of a weird inclusion. Whatever. We've got 3 Languid, 3 Return to Nature, 3 Brainlice, 2 Soul Still, and 3 Damning Curse. I'll get to that one last. Languid costs 2. Charity units attack is decreased by 2, and when that Languid comes into play, draw a scroll. So this nerfs Kinfolk Braves, Ilmir Hunters, lots of things with 2 attack, aren't there? Anything with any attack really helps. And draws your scrolls to replace itself, so it's one of the better scrolls in the game, just because it does draw a card. Other than that, it doesn't do too much, but it helps you cycle through your deck and helps you deal with early aggression. Brainlice costs 3. When it comes into play, enchanted creature becomes poisoned for 3 rounds. When enchanted creatures destroy, draw a scroll. Again, another thing that replaces itself. So this does the immortal 3 damage. Like things like Burning Kinfolk Veteran. This is Decay's version. Yeah, play it on your opponent's Rot Eaters. Again, early aggression for things like Braves. just things like that. It helps you deal with stuff. Cursemonger, which is also in this deck, which you can use a combination of this quite well. If that can give a creature curse 2, and you play Brain Last, you'll do 3 damage per turn. Now we're not running like poison buffs or anything else in this deck, so that's pretty much the only way of doing it. But it's just narrowing it down by 1 damage a turn. Does help quite a bit. Soul Steel, only got 2 of these in the deck. Having 3 is okay as well, but I only have 2 because I want to run 3 of everything else. And also it's not as good as it could be. If it did 2 damage when you got Marsham Levin, it would be amazing, but a condition of having your opponent's creatures on 2 health does restrict it a bit. The bonus of getting the creature at the end is pretty damn good. Yes, so then we've got Dying Curse. Deals 4, it doesn't deal 4 at all, it costs 4. Destroys target creature and units you control are dealt 1 damage. You've got to be careful when playing it, because units do take 1 damage, which does do a lot of damage to you, obviously, but it can help you set off your harvesters if you do it well enough, and with your watchers, because 1 damage will count and do stuff. Anyway, return to nature, let's get to that. Cost 2, opponent's creatures get -1 health until end of turn. If a creature with this effect is killed, increase growth by 1. So we are gaining growth, we don't care about that. Nothing in this deck is growthy, but we're gaining it, but the effect that it brings is quite important, I think. Despite the fact it's quite disgusting, the art. Opponent's creatures get -1 health until end of turn. So growth, when you're playing that, that's a thing. They have lots of owls, lots of rats, lots of wolves. So just playing 2 of these in turn can usually wipe out half their board, and that sets your harvesters off and does lots of work for you. And also, usually just playing 1 can actually just help you do that extra little bit that you need. As I said, it doesn't affect, doesn't set off watchers, so when you're playing against the Decay and they've got watchers out, you can just play these and not be too afraid of setting them off. So I like it. The alternative for this is probably having another creature in the deck, but I like the extra option for more removal. As I said, it's good against growth, which is pretty much the hardest matchup for this deck probably, even though it's still relatively easy. So that's all the removal. Now we're going to start looking at all the creatures, and we'll start off with the big stuff. Okay then, big stuff I'm counting as creatures that cost 5 or more, and there are only 3 of those. So that makes it easy. We've got 3 Life Stealers, 3 Oblivion Seekers and 3 Witch Doctors. I've always thought Witch Doctors look like that woman from The Walking Dead. She's got her 2 walkers next to her and her big stick of death and a pipe. Anyway, Life Stealers. They cost 5, a 4/2/5, and when Life Stealer attacks and destroys a unit, Life Stealer is fully healed. It's good against growth, it's good against quite a lot of things actually. The main reason I got this in is because it's not a hunter. Previously I had hunters in instead of this, however meta's currently just Decay, and hunters just are so annoying when we get languid. Languid? Languide? No. Languade. That's a drink, isn't it? So yeah, so I play some with Life Stealers because a language just does nothing. I'm also quite resilient, and that helps. I want more walls. Oblivion Seeker costs 5, is a 2/2/3 with ranged attack. When Oblivion Seeker is destroyed, draw 2 scrolls. One of the most irritating creatures in the game, may not be the strongest. Ranged attack can be quite relevant, but the fact that it draws you 2 scrolls upon its death is really, really fantastic. Stops your opponent from killing them really, so you've got this little threat going on the board, and when your opponent does, you draw a lot of scrolls. It basically lets Decay work, I find. In combination with Witch Doctor as well, it's pretty good. Witch Doctor costs 6, is a 5/2/5 with ranged attack. When a human creature adjacent to Ilmir Witch Doctor is destroyed, a husk is summoned in its place. We have a lot of humans in this deck. There are these 3, then there are 5 more, I think. Yeah, 5 more. So yeah, we've got lots of humans, and we're going to get lots of husks from them. That's one of the advantages of this deck. Witch Doctor really, really helps. In combination with Oblivion Seeker, you want Oblivion Seeker at the front, then Witch Doctor. Lifesteal at the front also is good. There's so many. I think the thing about Decay is it's so powerful because all the creatures in this deck are pretty much excellent value for their cost. I don't think there's a bad creature in the deck, really. They're just so bloody good. But yeah, that's for big stuff. Next, I suppose we'll look at the medium-sized creatures, even though they're absolutely huge. Okay, so we've got 12 medium-sized creatures, which I've categorised as 3 to 4 cost creatures. We've got 3 Blightbearer, 3 Harvesters, 3 Rot Eaters, and 3 Cursemongers. Blightbearers they cost 3. 3/4 when it... What? Oh, yeah, when it attacks it takes 1 poison damage. When it's destroyed, all creatures on the same row get poisoned for 3 rounds. The poison is pretty relevant with things like Necrogeddon going off. You've got to be careful there, so make sure you don't poison your own creatures. But the fact it's got 4 health is really why this is in the deck. It doesn't die to burn, or Kinfoot Veteran, or anything. Yeah, you've got to be careful. You can actually, I did this once, you can give it Curse 2 and it'll do 3 damage to itself and poison everything on the row if it kills itself, which is quite fun. So be careful, but the fact it's just such a huge body for its cost. I mean, if it was a 3/3, it wouldn't get played, but the fact it's a 3/4 means it's good. Harvester costs 3, is an 8/5/6 with Relentless. Holy moly. Doesn't count down. When a creature is destroyed, Harvester's countdown is decreased by 1. Most powerful creature in Decay, probably. Causes lots and lots of mayhem. If it didn't die when Necrogeddon went off, oh my goodness, but it does, so that's irrelevant. 6 health is pretty good. 5 countdown is pretty difficult to get down sometimes, but when you've got 2 out and 1 attacks, it's usually pretty simple from there. Yeah, just watch out for these. Rot Eaters, 3/3 for 3. When a creature adjacent to Ilmir Rot Eater is destroyed, it gains +1 attack and +1 health. I have got to learn to deal with these quite early because they get very, very big, and then you're in trouble. So be careful there. They do die to Brain Lice and Burn and Kinfoot Veterans, but Kinfoot Veterans usually can't get to them, and when they do, it's usually got its health increased by 1 a bit, so it doesn't die. And they're so annoying. But yeah, Rot Eaters, very, very good. Then you've got Cursemongers, cost 4, 3/4 with ranged attack. So ranged attack is pretty relevant when you're playing against Order, deal with S-Spike units. When its countdown is 0, Cursemonger may increase its countdown by 2 to give target unit Curse 2. So combine all the poison we've got in Blightbearer and Brain Lice, it does quite well there. And just generally with creatures as well, it does pretty well. You can replace this with Hunter if you wish. As I said, Cursemonger is just better for many reasons. Also, it's pretty good against energy because Decay can't really deal with structures all too well. So just making it do a bit of extra attack, or take extra damage rather, all adds up. So they're the creatures costing 3/4, and now we'll look at the little scrawny stuff. Okay, so we're rounding things off with our little cheap creatures. And by little, I mean little. Even though they're quite big. Ripper. She costs 1. If it is a she, which I think is pretty good, safe to say. She was taught to be ready, and she's a 2/2/2. So, I've seen people running Viscera Sage sometimes instead of her, saying they're better. Viscera Sage is not good. Effect hardly goes off, and it's cheaper, which is important. Because that means with Necrogeddon, you can play her and Necrogeddon the same turn just for 7, instead of having to go for 8, which does make a lot of difference. Just going turn 1 Ripper, turn 2 creatures, turn 3 creature, turn 4 creatures, usually good play as well. So Ripper helps you there. I was unconvinced at first, but she has done very well. It'll be a Tribesman, another thing I was unconvinced by, but when I played it. It's a cost 2, it's a 3/3/4, again another vanilla creature. But 4 health, key fact there, just does a heck of a lot of blocking, and usually you do get 1 attacking, which does help. 3 countdown, although not the best. We don't care, it's got 3 attack and 4 countdown. And then we've got Lord Darkling as well. I'm not going to say any gender, I don't want to commit. It costs 2, it's a 1/2/2. Its countdown is 0, it may sacrifice itself, and when it's destroyed it deals 2 damage to your opponent's island on the same row. So this really helps you sort of win, especially with Watcher as well, because you can leave the opponent's idols on 2 health, like you would do with a Decimation maybe. Then you know that you've got a Safety of Law Darkling in your deck just to finish it off. Be careful when playing against Order though, because of course Order has impure resources and so it can heal itself. And that's happened to me quite a few times, especially when you're going for that sort of win condition. Anyway, so that's all the creatures, and I'll just show you the deck one more time. Ta-da! Okay then, right, so we have 3 Ripper, 3 Ill-Made Tribesman, 3 Languid, 3 Lord Darkling, 3 Return to Nature, 3 Watcher, 3 Blightbearer, 3 Brainlice, 3 Harvester, 3 Rot-Eater, 3 Soulsteal, 3 Cursemonger, 3 Draining Mist, 2 Soulsteal, sorry, 3 Draining Mist, 3 Lifestealer, 3 Oblivion Seeker, 3 Witch Doctor, and 3 Necrogeddon. And it's the deck I'm currently playing in Ranked, and it's got me up to... where am I now? What am I? Third. I'm third, that's not bad. Actually, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying myself in Ranked at the moment. Anyway, I'm mumbling. Let's play a game with it. Hooray. Okay, right, so I've just hopped in the quick match queue to have a game. Wish you good luck. And this hand is... not too bad. We've got a 3-drop and a 4-drop, which is pretty nice. So we'll start off by getting Watcher because I don't like to play it too early. And Languid, not too bad. Turn 2, playing against Decay. It's supposed to be fun. Blightbearer, good. So we just want creatures for now, so I can afford to get rid of Languid. I think. Yeah, we can. I've done it now, haven't I? So it doesn't matter. He's gone with an early Watcher. Okay. Well, we shall match out with early aggression. I'm going to get rid of Ripper and play Rot-Eater. So I think next turn I'll play Cursemonger, I think. Actually no, we're going to go Harvester and Ripper. I just think just playing more creatures right now is probably a bit better. So my game gets minimised, it's so annoying. For some reason I've got a bug. Oh, not both me and the game. Anyway, back again. Nothing happened apart from just played a Soulsteal. Cursemonger, he's got rid of my Rot-Eater. I've got a Soulsteal myself. I'm just going to go Cursemonger for now. There we go. Can destroy out a Soulsteal next turn. Will take damage though. I think I'm pretty much going to have to. Searing Shackles on my Harvester, okay. We've got Necrogeddon, but we can get rid of that. Return to Nature will work, actually. Return to Nature will do nicely. And we'll just get rid of both of them. But do I want to do it now? I don't think I do. I think I'm going to be greedy and just play a Harvester. And then next turn I will play Return to Nature. And my Harvester's countdown will go down by 2 each. And having 2 Harvesters countdown by that much is worth taking possible 3 damage on here, I think. Of course you could go Hobbly one, you just damning curses that, but it's a risk worth taking. And he's going to play a creature there. Restless Bones, oh my goodness. Well, that's different. Anyway, okay, sure. Oblivion Seeker is nice. We'll get rid of Soulsteal here in that case. I think we can afford to move that there. We'll just play Oblivion Seeker, then next turn I'll play Return to Nature. Just keep playing creatures, really. This always happens when I record. I always say, what, another one? Okay, we've got away with it, that's great. I always say I'm going to do this next turn, and then I end up not doing it. Well, yeah, you don't expect double Restless Bones. Witch Doctor, it's good. We'll go with that as well. And next turn I'll play Return to Nature. The chances are he tries to defend here or something, so... Maybe even just go Necrogeddon, which is probably something I should have watched out for, actually. I'm not playing too well. I'm not playing too well at all. But my Harvest is going to attack here, so I think we'll get away with it. Lose for Witch Doctor. Boo-hoo. Diamond Curse will get... Might as well keep Diamond Curse, we'll get rid of Return to Nature. Now if I move this, it will take 2 damage. So we're not going to do that. We'll do that instead. He's now got 1 card in hand, and I've got board control, so... Oh well, and my Harvester's attacking, which is good. Diamond Curse on it. Okay, it had 1 health, so I'm not too bothered. Lord Darkling there. Or there. Okay. Get rid of Brain Lies. I got myself another Oblivion Seeker, and I will protect that lane there. More lanes I can protect for better, just in case. This will have to move actually. Probably think about doing that because Searing Shackles is really going to start doing some work. Okay, well, I need to put that there. I'll move that down for now. Go with Languid on there, so that's not a threat next turn. Get rid of Return to Nature. That can kill that. We can then take out the Idol there. Oblivion Seeker can come down as well, and I'll play a Lifestealer. Ouch. I think I'm safe now. Scavenger Construct. That means he's playing Animover as well. And I play poorly against that combination. You have no idea. I am so bad against that combo. I'll just get rid of Tribesman here. Soul Steel, Rot Eater, Diamond Curse. I'm tempted just to Necrogeddon. That's not going to do very well, is it? We'll wait for a Watcher, I think. Do damage there, do damage there. That can stay there. We'll go over Rot Eater. And leave it at that, I think. Yes. Cause problems with Necrogeddon, but it always leaves an idol on 1 health, so I've got to try and find a way of doing that extra bit of damage. And if I do draw a Watch, I can just play that with Necrogeddon and win. He's just taken out my Harvester, in which case, whatever. He does draw a lot of scrolls from that though, which is annoying. Another Scavenger Construct. Ah, I hate Scavenger Constructs. They're so good against Decay. No, he's not. He's just going down here. Okay. Right. Well, I'm going to have to be careful here. Let's get rid of Damning Curse. We'll Soul Steal this. That means that can die there. This can take out that Scavenger Construct. I can play a Cursemonger here. This can come down there, and that can come there, I think. We'll try that. And next turn, a Necrogeddon is looking favourable. Though I do just want to drop a Watcher just to show you how powerful it is. So come on, top deck Watcher. There's another reason why Return to Nature's in this deck, because if your opponent does play Necrogeddon, then you can go double Return to Nature to get rid of all their Harvesters. Not Harvesters, Husks. Let's get rid of Brain Lies. Necrogeddon does win it for me, so I suppose I would be a bit of a horrible person about it and just do it. There it is. Oh, I could have waited a turn. I still could, but it's not worth it. It does a lot of damage, I'll say that much. So there you go. GG sir. GG. JJ, whatever. So there you go. Mono Decay. I think it's the best deck in the meta currently. Doesn't have too much of a weakness, though Watcher is probably in danger of getting a bit of a nerf to 2 damage. But apart from that, it's doing pretty well. So thanks for watching, and as I said, I'm going to try and do more videos because I've been slacking there. And yeah, I will see you next time. Goodbye.